Sareth, my faithful disciple, your father would be proud to see you this day. Initiated into the arts of magic, a fierce and noble warrior, you have all that you need to achieve your destiny. But you won't achieve it here. Your future is out there, in a distant land. I'm sending you to the free city of Stonehelm to meet a wizard named Menelag. He and I have certain mutual interests. Right now, he's looking for an artifact called the Skull of Shadows. Unfortunately, he's unable to progress any further in his search. At least not without this, the Chantary crystal that we retrieved. It was worth our pain to retrieve it, don't you think? Take it to Menelag and help him get the skull. Once you do, I think you'll know what's expected of you next. However, my dear boy, I am not sending you alone. You'll need a guide, a companion, perhaps even a guardian. She may even teach you a few other things.
What is your bidding, my master?
One can travel lighter than two, Sareth.
Am I to protect this boy? Fear not. This won't hurt a bit. Shh. By the way, my name is Xana. There it is, Sarah. The free city of Stonehelm, crossroads of money and magic. Deliver the crystal to Menelag and we can be on our way.
I hope so. It's been pretty dull.
We should go back to the city, where it's safe.
The farther we get, the better. Tumadadon drive faster. There's an army of necromancers coming.
Necromancers? Fenric didn't say anything about them.
Master Fenric rarely tells everything he knows. Hurry, we'll be safer inside.
Come on, Sarah. Keep up your fire. Now or never, Sarah. You have to kill it. You did it. I'd hug you if I could. You know what they say about the size of a man's front gate? That big one must be Menelag's.
I hope he wasn't caught outside the walls.
Excuse me.
Oh, you must be the envoy. Here's our guest. Bye, guards.
Okay.
I'm here to see the wizard Lord Menelag, on behalf of Master Fenric.
You must be Sareth. I was getting worried about you, though maybe for no reason. Uncle said you helped kill a Cyclops. No, sorry. I'm Leanna, Menelag's niece and pupil.
Niece? Pupil?
Uncle will be so pleased to see you. But you'll want to wash up before dinner. Please, follow me.
With pleasure. I mean, yes. Excellent.
Guard!
So you're Sareth. Good to see you, lad. With those necromancers at the walls, watch it with that. I was getting worried. I trust you brought the Chantary crystal. Of course you have. Good. I'll take that, my lad, for safekeeping. Tomorrow we sail with it, and careful with that soup there, to the Temple Isle, resting place of the Skull of Shadows. Let Arantir throw his army against the walls. We'll be off sealing his doom.
Don't dismiss Arantir too lightly. There are rumors that he might be the Dark Messiah.
You're stuffing nonsense, girl. All three of us know better than that.
But the time is right for the prophecy.
I'll worry about dusty old prophecies. You worry about the expedition. You're in charge of it, after all.
Of course, Uncle. Good night. And to you too, Sareth.
Please don't tell me you find that sort of thing cute.
Listen well, boy. I know why you're really here, but Leanna doesn't, and we'll keep it that way. Fenric's business doesn't touch her. Understood?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps you don't know, and that's probably for the best. The servants will show you to the guest house. Get some sleep, hero. We sail with the morning tide.
Just so you know, dear, Menelag is expendable. The crystal isn't.
What do you mean? The crystal was for Menelag.
Menelag is convenient, that's all. What matters is getting the crystal to that temple, and you with it.
I'll question you for as long as it takes.
Uncle, no!
And then I'll question your niece.
This time, you die for real!
Uncle! No. No!
Leanna. So sorry. I dragged you into this.
I'll be okay, Sareth. But the crystal! Oh no! Sareth, you must follow that ghoul! We can meet later at the boat.
Careful. If you get yourself killed, your father will be most displeased.
You know my father?
Oh yes, I've known him.
Is that him?
Yes, that's Errant here. Don't make a sound. His power is beyond anything you've ever seen. Look at that, look! He's opening a portal between the Necromancer Hive and the tunnels here. That takes rare power.
To you, Asha.
Perfect. Now let's get out of here before anyone notices. Such a marvelous performance, my dear. Now let's go see to that Leanna creature.
I'm sending you to the free city of Stonehelm to meet a sorcerer named Menelag. He and I have certain shared allegiances. Right now, he's looking for an artifact called the Skull of Shadows, for reasons of his own that are doomed to fail. He thinks you're going to help him, the fool. At least not without this, the Chantary crystal that we retrieved. However, boy, I don't trust you out there alone. I need someone to hold your leash. One can travel lighter than two, Sarah.
Don't worry. You'll learn to enjoy the pain. You can call me Xana. Sareth, wake up. Easy there. What happened?
Xana? What's going on? Who? What are you, really?
That dream was just a necromancer's curse. Don't believe any of it, dear. I'm a friend, an ally, and I could be even more.
Sareth? Praise Elath, you're safe! I was so worried about you. You must have went through a lot. Did you find the crystal?
Please, tell her no, just to see her reaction.
Yes, I took it back.
Wonderful. Except that now the necromancers have taken our ship. We can't get to the island. If only my uncle were here. Wait, Sareth, could you do it? Get on board and lower the gangplank? Then my men could board it. We'd steal it right back from Arantir.
I'll take care of it. Just be ready when the gangplank goes down.
Just let me move this.
Ooh, so decisive. Trying to impress someone.
Be careful. They posted guards, and our ship is armed with ballast.
Be careful with this body, Sareth. I've got uses in mind for it, you know. It's not nice to go through other people's things. Birds of a feather, aren't we? The approach should be clear. Your pretty little friend can come on board without becoming a pretty little pincushion.
I'll I'll just lower the pretty little gangplank then.
Sareth.
You're astonishing, Sareth. I'll free the crew and get the ship ready to sail. Just keep those monsters from getting on board.
They won't get past me.
Showing off for the other pretty girl, are we?
Sareth, be careful. You'll get cut off.
For once she has the right idea.
We're almost ready to sail. Just a little longer.
Easy for her to say.
Meet your dragon. We did it. Onto the island. I wouldn't have thought. You're amazing.
I already knew that.
Targon, take care of the crew. Sareth and I will raise the anchor.
Your orders, milady.
Sareth, could you come with me? It's, important. I'm not good at this. Sareth, when my uncle died, I thought everything was lost. But somehow you managed to get the crystal, the boat. You saved us all. You saved me.
I feel nauseous. Wake me when it's over.
I just wanted to thank you again and to tell you that you've become very important to me.
Ready to sail.
Oh, yes. Cast off then, Targon.
Can we get the boat moving? This cabin could use a breeze to clear the hot air.
Finally, Lord Arantir.
We are all part of a much greater dance, my dear. I've simply performed the steps for longer than most. Well, well, look who's here.
So good of you to join us, Sarah. Do you want to learn about your destiny or your doom? Neither are what you think.
He'll learn soon enough. Go on, Leanna. Dance with him for as long as he'll allow it. Your first victim. Don't worry, boy. She won't be your last.
So this is the island of the temple.
Yes, Sareth. Our camp was on the far side. We're lucky. The island is full of hostile orc warriors, goblins too. The temple is riddled with their tunnels. Sadly, their hate is justified. Wizards created orcs for shock troops during the War of the Blood Moon, fusing demon blood with human flesh.
They won't take kindly to her presence.
The beach looks clear of orcs, milady.
Hopefully we can avoid them, though they're very protective of the temple. Come on, let's go. Quickly!
Milady.
This man is wounded. See to him.
At once, milady.
What happened here?
Orcs came from the temple. Drove us out. Blocked the entrance. Some men are still trapped. Said they saw a Paukai. Paukai.
Paukai? He's delirious too. Please help Sareth. They'll be fighting ahead.
What's a Paukai?
A degenerate dragon, but they don't live around here. Eleth help us if one does. Come on! We need to get through here, but the lever's broken, and if I blast it, every orc on the island will hear. Could you find a tunnel underneath that would get us in? That was close. Too close, actually. We'd better keep our eyes open. We're dead if it catches us. Poor Targon. He was a good mage, and loyal to my uncle for many years.
Dragons be praised. You're here. Orcs entered the temple, and we were too few to match.
I've been hiding since then.
I'm glad you made it, Duncan, when so many of our men didn't. The fighter with us is Sareth, Fenrig's apprentice. He saved our mission twice already in Stonehelm.
Then I'm doubly glad that he is here. A worthy sword arm is always welcome.
He's very worthy, Duncan.
Don't we have a skull to find, dear?
But enough chatter. Arantir will be on our heels. There are other boats in Stonehelm. Duncan, you defend the boat. Sareth and I will find the skull. We may have to leave quickly when we return.
As you wish. The blessings of Erath be with you.
Orcs have sealed up the temple. We'll have our work cut out for us to get back in.
And by we, she means you. Not very honest, is she?
Do you think you can get us through? Good luck. You're wonderful, Sareth. Look, the entrance to the tomb is just ahead. I'll watch your back, Sareth. Call if you need me.
Isn't it nice of her to let us do all the work?
And here it is. Magnificent, isn't it?
That's one word for it.
Uncle said the Skull of Shadows is in the crypt beyond this gate. If you can place the crystal in the heart of the temple, I can open it. But it will take time. There are all sorts of magical defenses here. That corridor leads to the chamber where you can activate the crystal. The incantation will take a lot of preparation time. Hurry back. I don't want to be alone here too long. I'd be safer with you, but I have to prepare the spell. Hurry!
Aw, is little Miss Mage afraid of the dark?
I don't like leaving her alone with orcs around, or Arantir. I need her to get inside.
You're such a gentleman. No, that was almost a painful death. Try to avoid doing that again, will you, my sweet?
Ah! You did it! I can open a passage, but I don't know what you'll find on your way.
Brilliant. You know, if it had been me, I would have thanked you properly.
There should be a way through. Should be. Hurry! I still need to prepare the spell, and Arantir could be here at any moment. And Sareth, good luck.
What? No goodbye kiss? I wish they'd decorate in something other than spiders.
Why a spider, anyway?
It's another aspect of Asha, the Dragon of Order. A very literal interpretation, honestly. This takes us to the crystal chamber. Once you restore the Shantiri crystal to its place, the skull will be ours, and all of Ashan with it. Fenrig would be so impressed with what you've done.
Who built this place?
Servants of the Seventh Dragon. They were clever with their hands and had 1,000 years to do it.
So why are orcs guarding it?
I guess that they took it over. They came to the islands after the Wars of Blood, and their shaman probably sensed the power of the temple.
It's magnificent.
Except that it's dead. Bring it back to life and we can be on our way. You know, Sareth, if everything else goes well, you'll be seeing your father soon.
Here? What do you mean?
It's hard to explain, but I'm sure he'll be here to see his fine young son claim the Skull of Shadows.
That sounds weird. Is he some sort of wizard?
I suppose you could say that, though I'm not sure he'd like to be spoken of that way.
My father, I've never met him. Why is he so important?
He's a very powerful, very potent person. Like any powerful person, he has powerful enemies.
Meaning what? Who?
Well, the Seventh Dragon, for one.
Sareth, you did it! The temple is overflowing with energy! I feel like I can lift a mountain!
Try lifting a door instead.
Let's get the skull and be far away from here before Arantir...
Before Arantir sticks what's left of his nose in it.
You go first. Make sure that it's safe. It's
Leanna!
It's a pity you got in the way, girl. You have potential. Alas, that you chose the wrong side.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you, my dear. But there's nothing you could have done to save her. Besides, just between us, she wasn't your type. Forget her! Run!
Yes, run, you abomination. I will find you.
Strange. It makes me feel uneasy. It's unpleasant to lift it.
Those are evil, dangerous weapons, Sareth. Weapons of the Dragon Knights. They were holy fanatics, in league with the 7th dragon when he tried to murder your father. Sareth? I can see you. What's happening? It must be the gems. They're doing this. The skull is close now. Can't you feel it calling to you? The final gem, Sareth. It draws us together. Can you feel me in your blood like fire? Oh yes, my prince. We will be together. Forever.
Unworthy, know that it will consume you. An event I will set to savor.
Zareth, since the 7th dragon banished our kind from the face of Ashtar. For 10 centuries, we have waited for our vengeance. We have waited for you. You are the one foretold by the wizard Sarshazar, the Dark Messiah of ancient prophecy. You were my son and my heir, the herald of fire and of blood. The creature that accompanies you is yours. Use her as you see fit. Now, take up the skull of my ancient enemy and shatter the prison that holds me. This, my son, I command you. And once I am free, this world and every soul in it will be ours.
The Skull of Shadows is not for the likes of you, demon spawn. The 7th dragon did not sacrifice himself so that some demon's bastard could undo all his labors. I do this for the sake of all Ashan. The prophecy of the Dark Messiah ends here.
My Messiah, and arise! Sareth, my love, can you hear me?
What happened?
Arentir killed you. I used the energy of the skull to revive you.
I feel different.
Not surprising. We're joined even more closely, and some of my powers are yours to command.
Where's Arentir?
Gone with the skull. We'll have to hurry to stop him.
Stop him? I'm going to kill him.
The orcs took all your equipment. They thought you were dead.
Let's show them that they've made a little mistake.
Feel so weak.
Yes, my powers are yours, but for a price. You must be careful how you use them, my prince. Others will mistrust you. They don't understand.
I see that.
But it felt good, didn't it?
Yes. I felt naked without this.
There's nothing wrong with feeling naked, my dear.
I can't use it yet, but maybe eventually.
Yet? What do you mean? Not this sword. Never! Magnificent! Killing a Cyclops. Such potency. My wonderful Seraph, you are a worthy heir to your father, and a worthy successor.
Finally. We're clear of those orcs.
Good riddance. We'll have to do something about this place once you come into power.
Let's get out of here first.
Of course, my prince.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
And once you recover the skull and free your father, it will all be yours. And perhaps even without your father.
One impossible quest at a time, Xana.
Yes, my prince.
I'm not gonna be homesick for that temple.
Seraph, hurry! Get in the rowboat and we'll head out to the ship.
Duncan, is the ship safe?
Praise Eloth. You made it here safely. Where's Leanna?
Going to tell the nice man the truth, my love? I didn't think so.
I'm sorry. She's dead. Arentir killed her.
Then we're lost. We should take the ship and flee. Maybe the Silver Cities.
No. Have you seen Arentir?
He lifted anchor and left the island.
Damn. When?
Hours ago. We didn't stop him because we were waiting for you and the skull. Sheox Gates! Arentir's got it, hasn't he?
Yes, he has the skull. I'm going back to Stonehelm, to the necromancer lairs under the city. And when I get there, I will find Arentir and kill him.
My lord, we will follow.
And so you begin to build your army.
I hear something. This place is huge.
More territory to conquer, that's all.
If I get free, I'm gonna tear this place apart with my bare hands! Arentir will pay for this!
Leanna, she's alive.
Help me! I hear human voices! Why don't you help me?
Leanna, no!
Where would Arentir keep his journal? Where would we find his personal effects?
Please? Is there no one here? No one with a soul?
Her again? Oh, forget her. You have to retrieve the skull. She'll just slow you down.
She's still alive. We must find a way down to the pit.
You don't have time for that girl. You must stop Arentir.
Get this web off me! Sarah! My dear, my... Thank you. My Eli, thank you.
You'll
I knew
regret
you'd
this.
find me. Sarah, have you discovered Arentir's plans?
No, not yet.
Come on, let's go. Demonic aura. I can't believe you're one of those.
She wants to own you. She pours poison in your ears. Don't listen.
I'd like to tell you, but it's not a simple tale.
Don't say anything. You can be cleansed of this. I know a way. I will talk to the priest at the sanctuary of Elath in Stonehelm, if I make it out of here. If he hears from me, he will help you. His name is Delan. He's a good man.
Don't listen to her. She has no idea who you are. She knows nothing of your power. I do. I saved your life. She's been using you. Now as you come to your birthright, she wants you to renounce your power? What sort of a friend is that?
I have to stay here and close this portal, Sareth. I hate to leave you, but I must prevent more necromancers from coming through. Sareth, wait! Don't forget the sanctuary. Please. I miss the Sareth that I first met at my uncle's house.
Don't listen to her. You are what you are. Don't be afraid. Don't let Leanna fool you. She doesn't know what you really are. All she has done is use you to do her dirty work, and now she's asking you to give up your heritage, your destiny.
Indeed. I seem to be surrounded by women who want things from me.
Not for me, my love, for both of us. And believe me, what I want, you'll be happy to give.
Hey! You must be Sarah.
Yes. And you'd be Percy? Can you lead me to the necropolis?
Oh, sure. Through the aqueducts. I used to work on the aqueducts. There's a path through the flow valves.
How do we get there? How? Tell me quickly. Come on.
So forceful.
There's a Cyclops sitting right across the path. No one's getting anywhere with him there.
Get me to the valve control house.
I think I've learned a lot since we first came to Stonehelm.
Such power.
Ah! The bridge! Are you alright? I'll try to find another way through. If I can, I'll run around and meet you just up the street.
If we didn't need him, I'd tell him to just keep running. Annoying man. Now for the necropolis. And the world.
Sareth! I'm so glad you... How could you decide to keep that thing inside you? You've betrayed me! You've betrayed all of us! Oh no. I can't let you go any further. I'm sorry.
I've been wanting to see this since I first set eyes on the little brick. I'm going to enjoy this. I've been hoping that you'd do that for a very long time. Oh yes, my love. Nothing can stop us now. This is it, my lord. My love. The skull of shadows. It calls to you. To us. Take it up. We're stronger now. More powerful. Erentyr's death magic cannot strike us down. Together we are invincible!
Erentyr! It's over. Give me the skull, or I'll take it from your corpse!
Silence, boy. You have neither. Are you so tired of life? I see you have grown since our last discussion. But you have her to help you. So in the interest of fair play, I shall and so we come to this. My centuries of effort, and your scant 2 decades of life as a demonic dilettante. Ironic. Try to understand demon spores. Mage or necromancer, life or death. These are two sides. There are none left who can seal away your father. You have beaten me and murdered the world.
Die happy, Erentyr. Ashan will be in very good hands.
My son, you have become even more than I had hoped. Ah, the blood that shall flow, the fires that shall rage. Bring me the skull.
The skull is ours, my love, and with it the world. But I ask you this. Do you really need your father to rule Ashan? You and I could do it without him. Together. Quickly, please. We've come this far together. Let us finish it!
Pick up the skull! Bring it!
10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high.
Xana! I shall flay your skins and souls for this!
Run! Run, my love! Get us away from here! Ah!
Enough! I do not seek your path, father. I seek my own way, and I shall carve it with the skull.
Traitor to your blood! I'll have you for this! Both of you! Remember that I am ancient and patient. One day I will be free, and I will teach you the full measure of agony!
From greed or fear he will decide, the chained one is left alone. The relic's power yet untapped, and Ashan's fate still yet unknown.
Quickly! We've come this far together. Let us finish it!
Pick up the skull! Bring it!
Sareth, I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Yes, my son, my heir, yes! Come closer, bring the skull! Shatter that poison relic of my ancient enemy, and with it the chains of this prison!
Are you sure you want your father involved in this?
Very good. My son, prince to my fiery throne.
If your father gets out, everyone will have to do everything his way. Is that what you want, love?
Yes, excellent. Can you feel it? Yes, yes!
Sareth, no! Once you've opened the gate, he won't need you anymore. He'll destroy us both.
10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high.
At last, come to be my son and savior!
I have done your bidding, my master. Here is your son, delivered to you.
Son, someday I shall thank you for your fealty. All hell shall echo with your screams of devotion.
So, father, I give you your freedom.
Rejoice, my son. Together shall bend us unto our will, or break it to pieces. I raise my arms, and for the first time in centuries, no chains bind them!
From darkness comes the light of flame. The demon lord by his hand was freed. Sovereign's oath, they claimed the world, as Shazar had prophesied.
This being Sareth, son of Isabel.
Ugh! What is that stench? It smells like dragon magic. You can't possibly want to go in here, my love.
Enter and be uplifted. Set aside your demonic nature and feel the blessings of Asha as son of the face.
I'm Delan. Leanna told me about you, Sereth. Come in.
No, Sarah! I'll stop you! You can't kill me! Sarah, Master, I'll do anything you ask. I'll be yours forever! You can't do this! Stop it! Stop it or else! Ah! The light! It's tearing me apart! I'll burn your soul for this! My love! I swear I'll have your soul!
What have you done, my son? There will be a reckoning for this. A reckoning in blood!
You have indeed proven yourself worthy. For abandoning the temptations of the unholy fire, I grant unto you a gift of pure light. Use it well, Sareth, son of Isabel. Use it well.
Who are you?
An ancient enemy of your fathers. Now, go forth and reclaim the skull of the seventh dragon, ere the world end in ash and flame.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it. I wouldn't go through with it. I'm so happy for you. For us. Hurry on. I'll come as soon as I've rested. I've been fighting necrolords all over town.
I promise I won't make Arantir beg for mercy until you're there to hear it.
There it is. The Skull of Shadows. It's our last hope. We must take it back. Don't let it corrupt you, Sereth. Fight its lure. Arantir cannot vanquish the two of us.
There are none left who can seal away your father. You have beaten me and murdered the world.
No! We'll find a way to avoid his prophecies of doom and death.
My son, you have become even more than I had hoped. Ah, the blood that shall flow, the fires that shall rage. Bring me the skull.
The world hangs in the balance, my love. Take the skull quickly. The portal's weakening. Together we can heal the wounds of this war. Now, Sereth! Don't be afraid. No power exists that would dare to defy us. There would be no evil we could not overcome.
Take up the skull!
10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the seventh who soared so high.
Traitor! You've grown as weak as your mother! Curse you and Isabel for failing me!
Have strength, Sereth! Use some of mine if you must! Ah! Hurry!
Enough! Let the work begun by the seventh dragon be finished, here today, by my hand!
Betrayer! I shall hunt you like a cur that you are, you and your pretty friend! Remember that I am ancient and patient. One day I will be free, and I will teach you the full measure of agony!
From greed or fear he will decide, the chained one is left alone. The relic's power yet untapped, and Ashan's fate still yet unknown.
That is not what you're supposed to do! Don't let the skull corrupt you, Sereth! fight its lure!
Yes, my son, my heir, yes. Come closer, bring the skull. Shatter that poison relic of my ancient enemy, and with it the chains of this prison.
Sareth! Don't even take the skull near that place! You don't know what might happen!
Very good.
10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high.
At last, come to me, my son and savior!
Sareth! No! What are you doing?
Oh, it's a shame that your plaything broke so easily. I hope you used her well.
So, Father, I give you your freedom.
Rejoice, my son. Together we shall bend us into our will, or break into pieces. I raise my arms, and for the first time in centuries, no chains bind them!
From darkness comes the light of flame. The demon lord by his hand was freed. Sovereigns both, they claimed the world, as Shazar had prophesied.